Oh, good morning. Oh, look at that. See, there's other people working this morning, too, on this President's Day. It's Monday, February 19th, 2018. Good morning. Hey, Lauren.
Hello. Hey, good morning.
Hello, hello.
We need to get you some oat milk.
Really? We have some more if
so
you'd
your
like to
stomach can
have
settle.
some.
I'm okay.
Yeah. She's smart.
Well, yoga pants bad for women, a New York Times opinion piece, is making waves this morning, why the author thinks women need to get rid of them, and how ladies are responding.
And don't mess with Jamie Foxx. There is one question you simply cannot ask him. If you do, that's going to happen right there. ESPN learned the hard way. The comment that made the comedian walk off during a live interview.
Quit or stick it out? That's the question. Parents, your child tells you, okay, they're done with their after-school activities. They don't want to do it anymore. Is it okay to let them give up? We have a parenting expert who weighs in, who says parents should ask one question before they make that decision.
Ooh.
That's tough, though.
It is tough, so that's why we're bringing an expert to help with that, for sure. Everyone this morning is talking about the national anthem. You'd think they'd be talking about the All-Star game, but it seems like Fergie's national anthem performance is the main thing. So, how about we play it first and we get everyone's reaction?
In case you missed it.
Right.
Here it is again.
For the land of the free and the home of the
You're right, Alex. Just when you think it's going to get good, that happens.
At least she looks good doing it, though.
Yeah, this is true. There's that. If all else fails, look cute.
Makeup is perfect.
Your voice was a mess, but you look great.
But you look good, yeah. And you see the players, they were trying to like stay serious, but they couldn't really hold it in, so that was kind of funny. But the internet didn't hold it in at all. So I said, what was that, like a smooth rendition, a jazz smooth rendition?
Forget about it.
Yeah, someone says, everyone who saw Fergie sing the national anthem, please look directly into your phone. You're welcome. Men in Black reference there, I love it. Then the Chrissy Teigen face. Mm-hmm. They're saying, this is me listening to Fergie sing the national anthem. I think we were all making that face. And then this person pointed out an interesting similarity, saying, I've seen the national anthem performed hundreds of times, but never in the key of Happy Birthday, Mr. President. Congrats.
Because it was sultry. Some called it sexy. Others say, it's all right, bad.
And it was funny because when this happened last night, I was washing dishes, so I couldn't really see the TV. And I heard them say, oh, now to sing the national anthem, Fergie. But I thought they said Kirby.
Yeah.
So when she started singing, I was like, oh, that's not Fergie. That must be a Kirby or something. Because that doesn't, no way. And I said, I had to put the dish down, and I walked over to the TV like, oh, Fergie, come on, girl.
But I love the fact, though, when you saw it, Lauren, just she had this look like, I just did this.
She did.
Right?
She had the
She was
look
so
like,
confident.
Let's play basketball.
nailed it. What does Mike Jerick always say? There's three things you never do. One of them is sing the national anthem.
Yeah.
It's too tricky. You never know what's going to happen. The audience is always a little...
You're always being dissected.
Always.
Did you hit the note? Did you forget some words?
I think I missed the national anthem. I missed her performance
Oh, you
live.
did? Uh-huh.
But what I did see was the beginning, like opening act skit with Kevin Hart and
Yeah, the musical, All-Star musical is what I'm calling
He
it.
wanted to do it more of a kind of a roast style instead of just introducing the players and giving them praise. It's more
You
of a
think that
roast.
topped
And it went
Fergie's?
on for 30 minutes.
oh, that was
You thought that was worse than Fergie's?
I don't know, girl.
awful.
But was it worse than Fergie?
Yes.
though? Really?
Yes. I know he's a Philly guy. I know we have to support and love Kevin Hart. I just did the production of it was like I felt like I was watching a cartoon with adults. Like no, I hated it. No.
But when it comes to the national anthem things, a lot of people are still reacting to it this morning. And I've been asking, is it just the fact that she sang it in that style, or is it how she sang it and her vocal,
I think
abilities?
it's how she sang it.
Yeah, because some people are saying, well, what about Marvin Gaye? He did the national anthem at the All-Star game in the 80s, and he did it in a different way, and people loved it. Here it is.
And the home of the
Keith,
See,
our
I like
director,
it,
weighing
though.
in to clarify. He said at first people didn't like it, but now they've come to love it. Probably also because we love Marvin Gaye.
True.
But it was smooth.
It was.
She's saying in about 30 years we're gonna love Fergie's version.
Yeah, maybe
Never.
so. Well, remember, R. Kelly did a version. He brought the church choir out, and he did a national anthem that way, and people.
And then you had Christina Aguilera with all the runs. People didn't like that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
She's got some vocal prowess. Though. I don't know. I didn't like it, but I'm still on that opening musical. I'm like, what in the world? Like that was distracting me so much
Yeah.
that Fergie was like, yeah, this is all bad.
She's like, all of it. Just needs to
no
get out.
redemption.
Let's just let the game start. Like that's how I felt.
Well, at least Joel Embiid had a good game and didn't
Right?
ruin any of that. So we have that. Criticism is growing after a New York Times opinion piece in yesterday's paper. We want to get your opinions on this one. It calls for women to stop wearing yoga pants to the gym.
Ugh.
The article,
Oh,
written by
no.
Honor Jones, is titled, Why Yoga Pants Are Bad for Women. In the article, she writes, we aren't wearing these workout clothes because they're cooler or more comfortable. We're wearing them because they're sexy.
Who's we?
Yeah, I guess the people.
For she.
So on the New York Times opinion Twitter page, she broke down some of the quotes from the article. Here's one. Wouldn't it be easier to conquer the world in pants that don't threaten to show every dimple and roll in every woman over 30? Another post says, the gym is one of the few places where we're supposed to be able to focus on how our bodies feel, not on just how they look. We need to remember that sweatpants can help.
Of course, if you want to wear them.
And then on Twitter, I did yoga in loose sweatpants once. My toe got stuck in the elastic cuff and I fell forward on my face. Sorry for not wearing yoga pants for doing, yoga.
I like this next lady's comment.
Oh, what does it say? You want to read it?
I see someone has posted yet another op-ed on the perils of wearing yoga pants after 30. Let me clear this up for everyone. Wear yoga pants if you want to. If somebody doesn't like your over 30 dimpled rolls, tell them not to look. Dress for you, not anyone else. Yes,
I agree
Cody
100%.
Cat.
She's
Yes!
body shaming people who are wearing yoga pants.
And then I don't even know why she had to add the over 30. I guess because after 30 things
Oh,
start
that's it,
falling
yeah.
apart. I can speak for that. But the thing about it is this: if you want to wear yoga pants, wear yoga pants. If you don't like it, don't look.
What is the difference between yoga pants and stretch pants?
Nothing to me.
Are they? I thought guys feel like they're
Or
thinner,
leggings
that
or
you can
jeggings
see
or whatever
more
it's
with
called.
with
I
yoga
feel like
pants.
Honor Jones, is that her name, needs to understand that athleisure wear is a thing now. Like they promote that, they brand it, they have women that are wearing athletic looking clothes to not work out. But if you're wearing yoga pants and you are in the gym, what is the problem?
My issue is though with the culture of the gym. When I go to the gym, I just want to work out and not have to worry about looking cute because I don't look cute working out. I don't know about you, but I look a hot mess. So I want to be able to do that in
You
peace.
know,
And I
that's
feel
not
like
even-
it is very what it is true. Like I like to go in there with my hair in a wrap,
Wind
bandana.
blowing,
No, my
wind
hair
machine
She
on
has
the
her Beyonce fan.
treadmill.
No,
I'm Alex
please.
Holly.
You clearly have never seen me work out because my hair
Jewels
is
clinking everywhere.
my hair is never out. I always have a wrap on and the Save Your Do wrap because my edges.
Same
My
way.
thing, I don't like going and feeling like it's like the new club where I have to look cute. I have to do this. I can't wear like my baggy shorts and a big T-shirt because everybody else is in the the leggings that show off part of their
Sure.
thigh and then all that. And
But
then
that
the
goes
guys
beyond
are
the gym,
looking.
though. I mean, some people just want to be comfortable in everyday life running errands, and now you're being criticized because you're wearing yoga pants to Target.
I just think it's bad the whole way around. And then I love her disclaimer, over 30. She keeps over 30.
That's
And I'm
really
like,
troubling you, isn't it?
like, what?
Listen,
Is the cutoff
dimples
for
show
yoga
before
pants?
Hit pause, hit pause.
Dimples do not wait till 30 to show up.
But it's like,
I
it's like
don't
people who wear
understand it.
pajamas on the airplane. It's
I
just
do
like
it all the
where's
time.
it-
Yesterday
Do you
I went.
really?
What's wrong with it?
Oh, I guess
Not,
yeah. Some people.
not actual pajamas, but it's like things that might look like something I could sleep in.
See, that I have a problem with.
Keith knows that. The show ends at 9 o'clock on Saturday.
No.
I'm back in like sweat,
Don't
hoodie.
don't do it if you're over 30.
You guys know I wear my
Over 30 is the
sweatpants
cutoff.
all the time. I'm
For
always
comfort,
walking
right?
around. I put it underneath my dress and call it a day because it's cold. Like what? You don't like the sweatpants?
Back in my day. No, it's just, I'm used to when you were flying, you dress
Oh,
up.
yeah. No,
you-
that was a thing back in the day.
Now it's like people come in with their pillows and pajamas and all this
Well,
stuff.
listen, they took away our room. They took away our snacks and we used to get meals on planes
That's
in
true,
coach.
I remember.
So I feel like you take that away from me, I can dress up however I like because I'm paying for this and y'all
They've
aren't giving me
changed
anything.
the experience. Right?
Exactly. So then
So you're like,
the
I'm
way
going to be
we
as
dress.
comfortable as you can possibly get.
I'm dressing
Comfort
for,
over class.
Right. No, I'm dressing for the experience you're now giving me. Like Spirit, you have to bring your own cushion because they've taken everything
You
away.
gotta pay to breathe on Spirit.
Yeah,
It's like
that's
everyone take a breath. $25.
All right, we'll be right back after this advertisement from Spirit. We love you.
I'm just saying. I don't know. So what's the
right.
verdict on that then? Just wear what you
Wear
want.
whatever
Wear
you
what
want, as
wanna
long as
wear,
you're comfortable.
when and where
absolutely.
you want, no matter how old you
Just
are.
don't sit next to me on the plane.
You better be wearing a full suit like this then when you get on planes.
Yeah,
You travel a lot.
anyone who catches Thomas on a plane, send Alex and I a
it's-
picture.
Take a picture.
Yeah. Yeah.
We need to see this.
It's pretty, it's
Yeah.
broke
Oh,
down. I'm broke down.
if you're in first class, then yeah, you have to
Oh,
dress
no,
up.
I'm next to that bathroom, the flushing, so you'll see me with my little face mask. I always sit next to the person who has, like, for some reason, hard-boiled eggs on a plate.
Oh, come on. And people bring tuna sandwiches.
Yeah, and then they bust it out, and they're cutting it, and then they look at you, and I don't know, all the
Do you
sights
mind
and
if I
smells.
eat? Everybody minds if you
Oh,
eat.
at least they ask. I've never had anybody ask. They just take
Yeah.
it out and eat.
Well, they're going to eat anyway, so I guess it's just a polite thing. Do you mind if I eat this egg sandwich?
I kind of do.
I actually do.
Yeah.
Do you say that? Do you say I do?
No, I
As your
don't.
support peacock is next to you.
Oh my
You
goodness.
just turn
gosh.
on the overhead, circulates the nastier air.
The BAFTAs, the British version of the Academy Awards, happened last night, and it brought out some of the biggest names in Hollywood. Or was it last night or just over the weekend? It happened some of the past 2 days. Oh, okay, last night. Many of the stars, including Angelina Jolie and Jennifer Lawrence, they wore black in solidarity with the fight against sexual harassment and the Time's Up and Me Too movements. As for the winners, 3 billboards outside Ebbing, Missouri. It keeps getting all these awards. I haven't seen it. Have you guys seen it yet?
No,
No.
No, I haven't seen it either. It won Best Picture and also Best Actress for Frances McDormand. But she got some kind of drama because she wasn't wearing black, Frances McDormand. But also the Duchess of Cambridge, Kate Middleton. She made an appearance and she wasn't wearing black. And some people were, well, they were a little surprised that she wasn't showing solidarity. But you know, it's a protocol issue because the royals aren't allowed to make political statements. So, they're considered political. So I guess she found everybody was wearing black and was like, oh, let me pull out something else.
And then I
Can't be
think
part
she
of
had
that.
like a little sash on her gown that was black.
Oh,
right,
well, at
right
least,
there?
yeah.
Yeah.
Showing some support then. I guess it
Yeah.
depends on how you look at
A little
it.
taste of it.
She didn't show up in red,
Right.
right?
Yeah.
Well,
Like
Frances
one of those-
McDormand did. She was like in a red and black, like, and it was busy, very busy. But she said, no, I still am, showing support. I don't have to wear the color to show support.
We
Which is, I
saw
guess
that with
you say
what was the
when you don't
last?
wear black.
Was it the Academy Awards? We saw that with a couple of the stars. They wore red, purple, and they said because it goes months into planning, and they didn't have time to change at the last minute.
How hard is
true.
it to find a black dress, though?
Well, I
It can
don't
be
know.
hard. You know it can be hard when you're like going to some big event and it's like,
Things are on loan to you, and you
Yeah.
match it up
Yeah.
with the pearls.
or
and
you've
the-
already
and
picked
whatever.
and paid someone to dress you or sponsor, whatever they do. I don't know.
Let's
can
talk
be tough.
Black Panther.
All right.
It roared
See
into
ya.
theaters.
I
And
like that transition.
breaking box office records already. So during its opening weekend, the Marvel movie brought in $192 million. So that's the highest grossing opening in February and the 5th biggest opening of all time. Black Panther is also the largest opening for an African-American director, Ryan Coogler. We're going to say his name because it's amazing what he's done at the age of 31. And remember, he directed Creed, he directed Fruitvale Station.
He's from Oakland, right?
He is from Oakland, yep. It's the second biggest opening for a Marvel Studios film behind The Avengers.
I've heard about it in Ubers.
You haven't seen it yet?
I've heard, no, I'm going today.
Okay.
It's so funny. Look at my text.
So no
Ready for movie
spoilers.
night?
And you wrote back.
Yeah.
She's ready, she's ready.
I am, because I keep hearing about it everywhere I go, and then people are like, okay, I won't talk about it. Just go. Don't get your hopes and expectations up. Go to enjoy a movie, and I'm sure you'll come out with some thoughts and
I
opinions.
saw it Friday. It was 9:30 in the evening, and I usually dread like Friday night movies because we're
You're
up at,
so
We're up at
tired.
1 a.m.
Yeah.
and it's like we're sleeping in the theater from the very beginning. It hooked you in. I was just like, but it got over at midnight. I was ready for more. I'm like a little
You went
boy.
to a pre-screening, right?
I
You saw
did, and
that.
I kind of regret it because I've been seeing some of the videos of people like going in and they've been dressing up and they had drums and things going. I feel like I missed the festivities.
Did they have that at your theater? Like a lot of
Drums
people
and stuff.
dressing up and music?
No,
I've
we
heard
didn't
that.
have, we
You
didn't
didn't
have
see
any.
anybody dress up?
No, I didn't see it. No, we all
Wow.
just went in there, sat, and watched the movie.
keep hearing
I think the
stories like
drums
that,
would be
too.
a little distracting though during
I
the
know.
film.
Well,
Yeah.
not
Yeah.
during the film. Look
Ma'am,
at you.
turn
But
off
people
turn
were
off your
saying
phone
that
and your
like, leading
drums.
up to the movie,
Right,
and then
leading
like
up.
at the end, people like the standing ovations and.
Well, it had such a powerful message. I mean, you kind of want at the end where you just kind of get up. Some people, it was
Yeah.
applause, and it was exciting.
So
for
they
me.
did,
I
they
didn't
clapped
see it.
and stuff? Good. I think we came out in shock. We were just like, wow, it's so amazing to see. And I've seen videos of like little kids after they've seen it saying, oh, that can be me one day, and that's inspiring me. And I think that's what it's about.
Right.
What it shows because, for our youth. They can see
powerful
something
women.
And the women, yes. They handled that, didn't they?
Even hearing like I've heard that some little boys are saying, I want to be like her. So that's even good, because so many times we have like those the stereotypical male like heroes or whatever. So
No,
it's
it's
good.
the beautiful bald women.
Yeah, I love
So
it.
I'll be like that soon. Well, my hair will soon catch up to that. So I'll be a strong bald man here.
Well, let us know what you think, Lauren, when
I
you
will.
see it.
Tonight at what
I'm
time?
excited. 5:03.
Where?
I don't know.
Because I always get nervous, like talking something up to someone who's about to see it, because then your expectations are so high.
That's how I
So-
feel.
You're gonna like it.
So-
You're gonna like
I
it.
feel like that.
You should like it though.
Okay.
Well, let's talk about Chadwick Boseman, because he's having an amazing week, isn't he?
Look at that cover.
Look
All
at
right,
him.
calm down.
Hey.
Look at him on the cover of Rolling Stone. He tweeted this little video out, the Black Panther Revolution.
It's so amazing because I was reading part of the article and it was like 2 years ago. He kind of was in a film, didn't make much money, didn't have a lot of roar. Here we go 2 years later. It's like, what a difference 2 years can make.
He's all right.
Yeah.
Look at you. Look at you.
No, I'm obviously jealous. They work out hard. Him and Michael B. Jordan in the film. Well, you'll see.
Yeah.
All the
She
women
didn't
were
have to see. There's
all the-
pictures
all
all
of them
over.
were like, "Ah!" Yeah, he's definitely hit the gym.
Good for them, though.
Yeah. Do you like the hair though?
No,
Not so much.
No.
You
the hair.
believe in manscaping?
Oh, yes. Yeah.
Listen.
Absolutely.
It was beautiful to me. Take me to Wakanda. I was like, I'm ready. Take me. I'm ready to go.
A one-way trip. A one-way trip, right?
Yes.
Eating her hard-boiled egg.
On Spirit.
Yeah, I'll
Spirit,
sit,
you fly
I'll
to
sit by the bathroom door. All right. Listen, I don't have to recline my seat. Just make sure I get there. 9:15. If you're among the millions of people who buy beauty supplements, a new study shows you could be wasting your money.
I read this and I don't know. It says like it's $1 billion industry. Supplements are supposed to promise to give you like younger, firmer, glowing skin. And they just said that it really is not happening. It's more so in what you eat, not the supplements that you take. But I kind of think it works. I mean, there's a lot of times like I do B12 for energy, and I can tell a drastic difference in the days I forget like to take the B12 before I come into work.
I started
feel,
today on the B12. Funny you mentioned that. For the
Okay,
first
let
time.
me know what you think
Nope,
because I feel
didn't
like
work.
it totally works. It didn't work today.
Thomas is having a
After
day.
a coffee and 2 Red Bulls, I don't know if it was the Red Bulls or the B12, but yeah, started it today because people say that gives you a lot.
It gives you
of
energy. I don't know about a lot, but I
Yeah.
definitely feel like it works.
Okay.
And then like I do like a collagen supplement in my smoothies, and I feel like my skin feels different. I don't know. For me, maybe it's like the placebo effect where you just know that you're like dumping stuff in there.
Yeah.
But to me,
I
it
wanted to
feels
ask you
like
about collagen then, because I've been seeing all these videos and people saying, "Oh, I take collagen and my skin now is amazing." So it's true. You
I
do have
think-
great skin.
Thank you. I think it's working. But here's the thing about
Uh-oh.
it. There's a marine collagen and a collagen, but that one's a bovine collagen. So it's like comes from cow bone. So if you're very weird about, which you guys know how I am about like eating food, I was like, wait, this comes from cow bone.
Well, that's a lot of the fillers. The Restylane is
Yes.
an animal byproduct.
So I
that
was
they put
like,
in you.
no, thank you. So I do the marine collagen. So
Okay.
it comes from like salmon, cod, like or some of the like.
So you've been using that for a
scales.
couple of months now?
I've tried it for. It's probably been 3 weeks.
Yeah,
so I'll-
big difference.
Stay tuned.
'Cause your skin was jacked up.
Oh, look at you.
Damn, people say
Is it
that.
a
It
pill
was.
or a powder? Like, what
It's a powder. Like you put it.
What
like,
does it taste like? Can you
Nothing,
taste
because
it?
I mix it in my like protein shake, so
Okay.
you don't really taste it. It's like raspberries, blueberry. I throw a lot of other stuff in there, honey, anything to not taste
Did you
it.
ever use the Retin-A I told you about?
Yes.
Yeah, did it work for you?
Well, what do you guys think? Nah.
No, well, it's got the reason I use
Retin-A.
Retin-A, and the only reason why I use it, that's the only product, of course, I wash my face
Yeah.
and then put it on, is like I suffered from acne my entire like teen into the adult years, and that's the only thing that ever worked for me was Retin-A.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
It's good though because it keeps your skin firm and tight.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well,
I'm
listen,
actually
let me write some of this
72.
stuff down.
Look at Alex.
Well over
I'm
30.
taking notes over here. Let's check back in with Bob. He's been working out all morning, Lauren.
I heard.
He's having the time of his life.
At
We keep
lunchtime.
saying he better have the Epsom salt ready in the bathtub because he's going to be sore.
Yeah. What do you think? You're gonna do the oat?
Oat
Probably
milk.
not.
I guarantee you won't have. Well, I
Just
will.
tell me how it makes you feel.
I mean, I like that version
You don't
of
hear
it.
it?
That's his stomach.
Rumble in the jungle.
If you learn one thing today, as we look at Good Lots and Coconut Mountains, learn that if you ever come across Jamie Foxx and you
Don't
happen to
do
ask
it.
him some questions, do not ask him about Katie Holmes because it doesn't go well. So he was playing in the Celebrity All-Star game.
Yeah.
So they were doing an interview. I think he was like warming up or something.
Right.
And he sat down to talk with ESPN, and they asked him about Katie Holmes, and you should see his response.
Here it
or
is.
lack thereof.
Just as soon as you pour water on me, it's crazy.
And I know you prepared because I saw pictures. Did you and Katie Holmes play basketball for Valentine's Day? Like some real loving basketball game? Uh-oh.
Well, first of all, it looked like he didn't want to do the interview at first because he's kind of looking around, rolling his eyes.
And I love the host goes, uh-oh.
Yeah,
Like, hi, niece.
Oh, he ready? He ready to go. He ready to hoop.
he's like, all right, what a way to play it off, though. Yeah, he's ready to go play basketball.
He's very private. He doesn't like to talk about his personal life.
In his defense, though, they were out in public the day before, I think, or maybe earlier that day, and they were walking together, and he was holding a basketball. So, I mean, you know.
It's a fair question
It's a
for
fair
someone
question.
to ask.
But
He was a
there are
celebrity.
reports also
Right.
this morning that he had a list of things that, do not talk about, do not ask me, and Katie was one of those things. So he tried to slip in, and he's like, yeah, the other day did you? And he was like, nope, not even going to go there.
I guess their relationship has been so private this whole time. He wants to keep it that way. But now I feel like it's more public than it has been.
So you think he should have just said, hey, look, we're not going to talk
Just-
about that and move
God,
on?
Or deflect.
Or just say, like, I asked you guys not to ask about my marriage. What else? What else
Yeah.
you got?
Oh, they're married?
Or whatever they are. I don't know. I know.
You heard
I didn't know they were married either. You're right. Lauren, breaking news right here.
Katie and
What I
Jamie
did.
married.
My boo. That's a safe way, right?
Right, exactly.
But it's Jamie Foxx. He's a funny guy. Find a way to, like, move the
Play it off.
conversation somewhere else.
I
Like,
agree.
you can just swerve a little bit. Come on now.
Yeah.
Or maybe he just wanted to be dramatic to, like, teach him a lesson. Like, look, don't mess with me. But now it just got more attention. So,
They've been together, what,
Exactly.
5 years now?
yeah, but they've never come out and said, like, we are together. They've just been seen together. They've been holding hands in public.
Walking
but they've
on the
never said,
beach.
right, romantic.
Taking pictures,
Yeah.
Instagram.
Look,
So-
it is what it is.
Maybe they're like Jay-Z and Beyonce. You know, they didn't say anything for the longest time
Mm-hmm.
until they were well and married, and like they had no choice but to acknowledge
Well,
it.
when they're ready, I guess.
Yeah.
And then we'll ask him.
Some business
I'll,
is just
I'll let
your
you ask
business.
him next time he's on.
I will. Jamie, I got a question for you. And don't stand up.
Right. Don't have a chair next time. Just leave them standing.
Right.
Breastfeeding mothers know that when your baby is hungry, it doesn't matter where you are, who you are, you have to nurse. Even if it means breastfeeding in a Target dressing room. So this social media post by Jessica Alba speaks for itself. She and her husband, Cash Warren, they welcomed their third child 3 months ago, a boy. And even though she's a glamorous celebrity mom, she's also the founder of The Honest Company. So she knows what it means to be a working nursing mom, so there she is.
I just love that she was in a Target, like actually there. You know, sometimes you think celebrities are like, they only order online or people
Right.
go shop for them or they do all these things. So I love that she was in
Oh,
there.
we don't
just
have
like,
proof she was actually in the Target.
What, you think she's just like,
Well, I don't know. But to do all that and then say tired eyes and I mean, Jessica has a lot of help when it comes to
That's
does-
true,
She
about
has
looking
like
good.
2 nannies and she has
Yeah.
makeup artists and I understand what she's saying and the point she's saying, but when you're comparing to like tired eyes and tired mom and it's just I don't know.
you're like, I don't buy
yeah,
it.
you're like, you get help.
It's one of those
but a
look
re- a
I'm
type-
normal
I'm
and
just
then you have to
like
do the whole
you.
That is true. I understand. That's a good perspective.
She could have been in her closet for all
Yeah.
we know.
You think she
Thomas
goes up
is
on
like,
a
you
ladder?
are not in
Right.
Target.
Hand me the baby. Let's take a picture. Ears. Okay.
Snapchat
Back to the nanny.
Oh my gosh! And then she doesn't see the child for the rest of the
Right.
day. Wow! Look at you, Thomas.
Kidding.
He's like, sorry, not sorry.
I know.
Yeah, he's like,
Hashtag.
whatever.
Okay.
9:27. Grandma does it best. Twins from our area. They realized their grandmother was onto something delicious, so they made it into a business.
I love this sauce.
Yeah, Best Brothers.
Yes.
Yeah, they're so good, and the guys, they're so great. So we're gonna meet them next.
Thanks.
Oh, looks good. And Lauren, you're co-signing, aren't you?
It's so good. I sometimes just pour it in like a bowl, warm it up just a little
Yeah.
bit, and then we'll dip bread and just eat it.
Do you also take your
It's so
spoon
good.
and twirl it on the spoon?
Like Mike? Yeah, we'll eat spaghetti
I'm like, is that
that.
some technique I don't know yet?
That was
Hold
him
on.
acting classy for the story.
I know, right?
Whatever. He does not. Right.
Plus,
no.
we've met the brothers, and they are really nice.
They're so nice. And you
So-
guys know I'm fascinated by twins, so I'm always
are
like,
you?
who's the real cook?
What's the fascination?
Because I have twins, and they're completely opposite people, but they look exactly the same. So I just love that dynamic. Like, how does this even happen?
You said you have twins?
Nieces. Sorry.
She
There's so
claims
much
I
I don't
know.
know about you.
I know. I'm like, I have 13
Our desks are
-year-olds.
literally right next to each other in the newsroom. Like,
No, my nieces
Okay.
are twins, and they're 13, so they're
Oh.
grown up, and they like legit. Alex has met you.
Yes.
I haven't met
They are
them.
full of life and
They
personality.
are, but aren't they so different
like that
still?
one.
Even though they're like the same people. So I just love that fascination.
Well, maybe twins in the forecast.
They'll be coming back. They come every year,
Every
right?
year. They come
so
for a
yeah, you
week.
need to meet them, Thomas.
Yeah,
They're a
you'll
lot
meet
of
'em.
fun. Okay, coming up at 9:35, she has a new movie, but is Jennifer Lawrence done acting?
Yep.
She's taking some time off. I'll
Needs
tell you
to.
why. Look at you.
There was one movie
Thomas,
that
you were
was
just intense
It's an
today.
Honesty
bad.
Monday for Thomas.
Honest Thomas. Look at that, Doylestown. people out walking their dogs out and about. It's going to be nice today. I'm sure we'll see more and more people getting outside as the days go on.
I know, we
Tomorrow, 70.
I was going to say we saw snow earlier in the show. We're going to see 70s.
Wednesday, 70, and then your day off on Thursday, it's going to be 20.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, man.
Oh, Sue's going to update that forecast coming up.
Okay, you should read this story so Alex and I can be entertained.
The reason
by
why I said this, all right, so Jennifer Lawrence taking the next year off of
Okay.
acting to focus on activism, which I think is great.
However.
There was a movie she did.
Yes.
So let me tell you about the interview she did, first of all, with Entertainment Tonight. She said she wants to encourage young people to get involved with politics on a
Okay.
local level. Amazing. She plans to work with nonprofit organizations, Represent.us. Last month, we know she visited a high school in Ohio through that organization to discuss corruption in politics.
So that's all good, you're saying?
Great, 100%. But I think the problem with Jennifer Lawrence, great actress, has done some amazing films. And then there was Mother. Anyone see Mother? Anybody in this room see Mother?
I don't think you got good
Anyone?
reviews, so we probably
Was it?
wouldn't.
Thank you. It was the weirdest, strangest. I had to go. I'm like Googling what is this movie about as I'm
Right.
watching it, and you see the reviews. People just, it was probably one of
Bad.
the worst films.
That happens sometimes. Don't you think people have been on the scene for so long that they just start saying, what do you want me to do? Sure, I'll do it.
Right.
And then
I'll
they
get a
just keep
paycheck."
doing films that,
And then
yeah.
you're like, why? I understand
And I think
that.
you lose a certain credibility when it comes to, to
Maybe
acting.
she realizes it and she's switching gears.
I love her though. Great
Yeah.
actress.
I love her though. That
But-
line.
Yeah, look at that.
Love you though.
Yeah, love ya, but don't like what you're doing.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Thank you. Yeah.
A famous face
He's
has
in the
some.
corner hurling right now. The movie was so bad.
Oh my gosh. Famous face has some opinions when it comes to his daughter's relationship.
I love this story.
Not just for his face, though, also because he's a singer, Lionel
Yeah.
Richie. He shared his thoughts over the weekend about his daughter, Sophia Richie's relationship with 34-year-old Scott Disick. He said, this is a quote, "She's 19. When you're 19, you know everything. Is it going to be for life? I don't know. But for right now, it's just a phase, and I'm going to stand real still in the corner, get me a good drink, and not make too much noise."
I'm going to sip my tea and watch what happens.
Right, basically. He didn't have anything bad to say about Scott Disick. He admitted, though, he barely knows him, so maybe that's why.
I just think it's funny because parents sometimes want to scream, yell, and shout from the mountaintop about what they think about your relationship, but they know it's in their best interest to just be quiet and stay out of it. So he kind of said something without saying something,
Yeah.
though, right? By saying, I'm not going to say anything.
She's young. She's having fun. This too shall pass.
Right.
But Scott.
said a lot.
But if you watch reality TV, which apparently Lionel Richie doesn't,
Yeah.
I might be a little concerned with Scott.
I
But
know.
it's like if you do too much, then she's gonna rebel and like go
That's
way
true.
in there and be like,
Draw
"Oh, I
them
love him,
closer
Dad. Like,
together.
you can't tell me who to date."
That's
so it's
true.
kind of like he's like, "I'm just play it cool," because I'm sure my dad used to always say this to me growing up. He say, "You know what? Life is just like a movie I've seen before." And he's like, "You think I haven't been there? I'm older than you.
Yeah.
I know how it goes."
Right.
So he's probably like, "Let me just sit back. The odds are this is probably not gonna last.
Right.
So if I just sit and wait,
And
time
drink
will
this-
hand
But when
me."
it
Drink this
happens
drink.
to your baby, though,
I know, it is a little
you
different.
kind of want to. It's like
Get
playing
in.
double dutch, right? You kind
I
of
know.
want. I don't know where I came up with that. I want to jump in.
No, it's true, but then you're scared to, so you're like, should I say
Yeah.
something, should I not?
That's
I don't
why
wanna
he has the
draw-
drink,
I don't want
though,
to draw
to
them
calm
away,
down.
draw them,
Keep sipping.
give them bad advice. Think about when I was young.
Parenting seems like it's hard, man. Even
is.
especially with this, when your kids are doing after-school activities or sports. How do you know if they come to you and say, "Mommy, Daddy, I don't want to do this anymore. I just want to be done with it"? Do you let them quit, or do you tell them to stick with it? So we're going to bring an expert in because we want to ask, when is it okay to let them give up?
Never. That's
Never?
my
Do you
opinion.
think? Okay.
No, I keep telling my nieces this. Stop, starting and stopping.
Is that a cry for help?
Tomorrow and Wednesday, temps in the 70s, 50 on Thursday with a cold front coming through, and then it stays even cooler on Friday, back to the mid to upper 50s by Saturday and Sunday. Chance of rain every day, but I think with these temperatures, at least it's only rain, and we're not seeing anything else wintry. Now that Saturday is becoming a more distant memory, right, guys?
We're already planning out our day.
I know. We're like, oh, Lauren's like, let's go to a rooftop. I'm like, are they even open right now?
Lauren's like, can you do happy hour at 10 a.m.?
Right.
Of course you can, Lauren.
Seriously, they need to take the rooftop because I love whenever it's nice out. That's my favorite thing to do.
Me
in Philly.
too.
So they need to open them up because a lot of them are closed right now.
Just for the
Just
day.
for the day.
It'll be
You'll
like a
make
boost
money.
in sales.
Maybe knocking at the door. Let us
Everybody
in.
quick, like a pop-up party. All right, 9:47. Well, let's get to this conversation then about after-school activities and kids. Kids are taking on more and more, right? But sometimes it just doesn't really work out. Maybe they're not as good as they thought they'd be, or the timing. So from soccer, piano lessons, dance, your schedule can fill up pretty quickly. And you want your kids to be active, but what do you do if they're like, look, I don't want to do this. I don't want to play soccer anymore, Mom. Do you say, all right, you can quit, or do you have to tell them to keep going? Because you want them to have that lesson in life that you stay working at something, you work hard, and you don't give up. So what do you do?
Lauren said, don't quit. It's a good thing she's not a licensed professional counselor like Melissa Harrison. So good to see you, Melissa.
Melissa,
see you
I
guys.
scream to my nieces all the time, stop starting and stopping everything you get involved
They
in.
do that a lot. There's like a honeymoon phase, right? They're like so obsessed with gymnastics and they want to move to something else so quickly. But I think the first thing that a parent should say is why? Like, why do you want to quit? And try to evaluate some of the reasons behind that. Because I think sometimes they have the honeymoon phase, but then sometimes it's just not for them. And we want to also like foster autonomy in kids too, to kind of figure out what is the right thing for you to be doing.
So asking why, that can get to like the root of the issue, if there is one.
Yeah, because if the kids are anxious or they're getting bullied, like as a parent, you're going to want to know that. Like,
Right.
why does my kid want to quit this activity that they used to love?
What if the why is more social? My friends aren't involved in this sport, or I'm just not good enough and I want to do something I'm good at.
So I think that's a really good point because you want your kids to feel confident.
Yeah.
But we want to try to help kids have a growth mindset,
Yeah.
which means like being a little bit more optimistic of maybe if I can't do it now, maybe I can get better. So if we just quit as soon as we feel like we stink, we're never going to get better. So we want to instill like character traits like grit and a growth mindset to help them get there.
So if you want to do that, then how do you know when it's time to pull the plug, actually?
Yeah, that's a really good question. I think it depends on every situation, but I also think you want to look at the personality trait of the child. So if you have a kid who's doing 75 different activities and they want to be perfect at everything, and maybe their grades are suffering because they're doing 5 after school activities, maybe it is okay to pull the plug on 1 or 2 of those.
What about this? I know I was just telling Thomas I have twin nieces, so they're the same people, but not really.
Yeah.
Is it okay sometimes for parents to sort of stick 2 kids in the same sport, even though they might not like them, because it's easier for parents to drop them off at one location? You know what I mean?
I definitely think that it is. I think that maybe sometimes those things feel big when you're like 7 or 10 years old, but essentially being committed to anything and trying at least one hard thing and sticking through until the end, it can be a really like important valued lesson.
That makes me think, because when I was growing up, I was big into basketball. That's all I did, and my dad was in, we had a court in the backyard, you know, like the little basket you put up,
Yeah.
and we play in the driveway, and I went to him, and I was like, look, I'm not growing, Dad. This is probably not going to work out. And it was really hard for him to take that, but he did tell me, he said, look, if you don't think basketball's for you, that's fine, but you need to do something and stick with something. And that was his thing. If you don't want to quit basketball, what are we doing next? You know, and I ended up doing track, but he's like, you need to find something and stick with it. Is that what the key is?
I think your dad was onto something. I think you want to find something and stick with something that you like, but also maybe even have one hard task. What is one activity or one thing that you're committing to that maybe you don't love, but you're going to see it through till the end, and not have like 5 hard things,
Yes.
but maybe the one hard thing.
How do you know that you're not putting too much pressure, though, on your child?
Well, I think not being reactive and not being like, oh, you're not quitting that. What are you talking about? And actually showing them that you're hearing them and you're saying, okay, like let's check back in 2 weeks and see how you do, and kind of giving them that
I'm gonna have you
attention.
call my mom. She still thinks this is a hobby.
No way.
Well, it's funny. She'll like call me like today. She'll text me. She's like, "What are you doing?"
You're
I'm
like
I'm on the
working.
air.
This
She's like,
morning?
oh, that's nice.
I thought she watches you.
Oh,
This is how
she watches you and Mike.
Well, obviously she's not
Oh,
watching.
she's like,
this
"Oh, you're
morning,
on today.
too.
Okay."
Oh my God.
Always good to
Thank
see
you,
you.
We've
Melissa.
seen it through.
I know, right?
Yeah,
We're gonna have to
second
talk
of it.
after this.
Definitely. You're welcome. Sure.
9:51. Did you see Drake's new video?
Yes.
He's giving away money. Yeah, the challenge he's also issuing to his fans, though. He doesn't want to be the only one doing good deeds.
Anything you guys want in the store is free, so grab whatever you guys want.
I don't wanna die for them to miss me.
Oh, look at that. Drake's song, God's Plan. So the video came out, and man, he said this is the most important thing he's done in his career. And the video starts with a message, and he says the budget for this video was $996,000. We gave it all away.
Wow.
Don't tell the label. Well, then who paid for the camera work and the editing? Well, that's fine. But it's very cool to see people's reactions.
Well,
and
it
kind of
cost
surprises them.
$1.2 million. They spent $996,000.
I see. But you see people's reactions first, that it's Drake popping up on them, and then, oh my gosh, look at this money. So a shopping spree gives the family a new car. He donates money to the city of Miami and the University of Miami. And the reactions are just precious. Like, to see the smiles on their faces is pretty cool. But now he's challenging the fans to do something, and he's hoping to spread joy.
Good
I
for
think,
him.
yeah, he said specifically, like, make sure you go out and do one good thing. And
He says, look, we waste money on so many different things. Music
True.
video, one of them. We don't need all the glitz and glamour. Let's give it back to you.
Share
like
your
that.
wealth.
Very cool. So
All
we
right,
check in
I
one
think
last
Bobby,
time?
he has to be tired by now. He started at 4 a.m. on this town takeover at the gym of all places. How you holding up, Bob?
I'm holding up pretty good. I have sore muscles in places I didn't even know I have muscles right now. But we've had so much fun here in Montgomery County. Jessica from the Montgomery County Tourism Bureau, thank you so much. You got a big run coming up too, right?
We do. The Valley Forge Revolutionary 5-mile run, or the Rev Run as it's called, is on April 22nd. So we're encouraging people to sign up and conquer the valley.
Well, hopefully I'll be back in good shape. And Michael from Lifetime here, thank you so much for allowing us to come on in here. It's been fun this morning.
Yeah, it's been a great time, and thank you for coming. And for everybody else still watching, please come on down today. We'd be happy to have you as our guest, even though Bob is moving on in the next couple of minutes. So come on down to Lifetime in Fort Washington.
We're right here, 309. Check out all the kids in the pool. Go ahead, Mike. Come on, kids. Here's the deal. The kids get a chance to play, swim in the pool and in the Kids Academy, while the parents today can come by, work out, do their Pilates, do their gym deal, and it's a lot of fun. It's been a blast. Montgomery County, thank you so much for welcoming us out here this morning. And we're 309 Lifetime right here in Fort Washington. Guys, back to you in the studio.
And you're going Drake style, right? Picking up the tab for the first 20 people? 2-year memberships?
Ready, set, toss that mic and
Oh,
dive.
yeah, now he wants to
Yeah,
dive.
he's faking it. See, that wasn't God's plan, that's Bob's plan.
Right, yeah.
So there's that.
Amen to that.
Well, this has been a lot of fun.
It has been. We'll have to do it again.
Yes.
Except Mike, feel better, by the way. Let's
Yeah,
not do
I
it too
know.
soon. Feel better.
He's like, come to work tomorrow,
We'll see you
Mike.
tomorrow. I'll knock on your door.